Hi, today we are going to discuss the difference between related and related table functions in Power BI. So before that, my name is Nagaraju and I have 10 years of experience working on various business intelligence tools. And I've been working on Power BI for the last 4.5 years and have been attending some interviews. And so I know exactly how the interviewers are asking the questions. And here are a few ways of asking the same question. Directly it can be like what is related and related table functions in Power BI. So this is the direct way of asking. And some people may ask you like what relationship functions that you have used in Power BI. And a few people are asking these days like what is the prerequisite in order to use related and related table functions. So let's start from here. If you would like to use these two functions, the very essential thing is like in the model the tables are to be connected. If there is no established join, if there is no connection between these two tables, you cannot use these two functions. Maybe that is the intention of the interviewer, to ask this question very particularly. Because if the tables are not connected, still you would like to get the value. So there is another function called lookup value function. The tables are connected, related value, related function. Not connected, lookup value function. So that way the interviewer understands that you have some knowledge. And he may ask you like what are the relationship functions. There are four relationship functions: cross filter, related table, use relationship. So we are not covering these two in this because this is exclusively for the other two functions. So but have some understanding that there are four relationship functions in the entire DAX, and this is the direct way of asking. Okay, then whatever the question on these, if the interviewer asks you, whatever the explanation that I'm going to give you is going to be the best one. So you can present it as it is without any deviation, and sure you'll make some impression. So if you come back to the model, so if you understand, I'm just explaining you this just with one dimension table and one fact table. So as we know, the product table is the dimension table and the sales table is the fact table. And we also know that the dimension table stands at one side of the relationship and fact table lies at the many side of the relationship. So here the explanation is going to be simple. If you are going to add some additional column in one on one side of the table, it can be calculated column. So when you are adding a calculated column on one side of the relationship, it is related table function you have to use. The reverse, if you are adding calculated column on many side of the relationship, so it is going to be related function, right? As simple as that. So on one side if you are adding, that means you have to access columns or data from the fact table, it is related table. If you are adding on the many side, so it is going to be the related function, that means you are accessing some value in the product table. So this explanation aptly suits when this question is asked. So let us understand in Power BI also. So let us go to the tables. Looks like I have filtered out, and let me select everything. Product table as well. Let me select back everything. So let me first add in the sales table. See, if you see my sales table, I have quantity and I would like to understand what is my total revenue. So if I want to understand my total revenue, I have to multiply my quantity with unit price. So unit price is present in product table. So I have to get that unit price here so that I can multiply and understand what is total revenue. I'm just adding a new column. I will call it as unit price. I am accessing it from product table, so I have to use related function, and it is in product table. I'll just type product, and yeah, it is here. Just press enter. This is the unit price 8.99. So the quantity times the unit price is just nothing but total revenue. You can create one more calculated column, or you can create a new measure with sum x, whatever the way that you are comfortable, you can do that. So I have added a calculated column in many side. Now I want to add from one side of the table. One side is product side. So I will add a new column. Total TRs is going to be the new column. Total transactions, and this is just nothing but count rows. uh, I have to understand from sales side, right, from many side, right? So I will be using related table, and it is sales table. Press enter so that the total transactions will come. So nulls means there are no transactions, and value means there are the number of transactions. Let us understand with one example, like product code. It's not product code, product key. Yeah, I'll check only for the product key. How many transactions happened? 5 transactions happened. So let us go to the sales table and verify if there are 5 or not. So product key, filter it out with 10. Yeah, if you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are total 5 transactions that have happened for the product key 10. This is how it is going to be. And you can write even a measure also with these functions, and sum x I'm calculating over the sales table, and quantity times the unit price, but the unit price is not present in the sales table. Let us assume that we have not added a calculated column, and we are directly creating this particular measure. Then it is present in the product table, so we have to use related and bring it so that we can identify, we can calculate quantity times the unit price, which is total revenue. So this is how we can refer them even in measure also. So up to this much, if we are able to explain with these scenarios and all, that is absolutely more than enough to crack the interview. Thank you very much.